And U.S. President Donald Trump has reportedly convened a Situation Room meeting amid renewed crisis in the Strait of Hormuz. The development comes as Iran reimposed military control on the key strait while its gunboats opened fire against multiple vessels attempting to transit the waterway. And according to a report by Axios, the Situation Room meeting was focused on discussing possible options for opening the Hormuz Strait and potential negotiations with Iran. The report cited a U.S. official saying that Trump's Situation Room meeting was attended by Vice President J.D. Vance, who is expected to participate in the next round of negotiations with Iran, Secretary of State Marco Rubio, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, and Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent. The officials further said that White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles, U.S. envoys Steve Witkoff, CIA Director John Ratcliffe, and Joint Chiefs Chairman Dan Kane also attended the meeting. Now, with this U.S. ceasefire expected to expire in 3 days, the overall situation with Iran remains critical. While no final date is set for a new meeting between U.S. and Iranian negotiators. Well, on Friday, Tehran declared the Hormuz Strait open after a ceasefire was agreed in Israel's war with Iranian-backed Hezbollah in Lebanon. The action had prompted elation in global markets and sent oil prices plunging, but with Trump insisting that a U.S. naval blockade of Iranian ports would continue until a deal to end the wider war was concluded, Iran's Central Military Command said that in response to the U.S. blockade, Hormuz was again under strict management and control of the armed forces. Now, tracking data show that a handful of oil and gas tankers crossed the Strait of Hormuz during the brief reopening on early Saturday, while others retreated. And by late afternoon, tracking platforms showed hardly any vessels crossing the waterway. Iran's top national security bodies said that new proposals have been put forward by the U.S. side during the visit by mediator Pakistan's military chief Asim Munir, which Iran is currently reviewing but has not yet responded to. It went on to say, however, that Iran's negotiating delegation would not offer even the slightest compromise, retreat, or leniency in talks with Washington. Now, U.S. officials, on the other hand, have said that Trump spoke by phone at least once with Munir and the Iranians.